In the quiet streets of Akuzu, Tund was known as a hustler with a good heart. Life hadn't given him much, his father died early, and his mother, Mama Tund, raised him with sweat and prayers. She sold vegetables at the market just to keep him fed and in school. Through all the hardship, there was one person who gave Tund hope, Ada. She was beautiful, ambitious, and in school, Tund loved her deeply. And though he had little, he shared everything he earned. He sent her money for textbooks, helped with rent, and even borrowed to make sure she never lacked. But the streets have a way of pulling people down. In a bid to make quick money and change his mother's life, Tund agreed to deliver a package for a friend. It turned out to be drugs. He was arrested and sentenced to 5 years in prison. At first, Ada cried and promised to wait for him. She visited once or twice, assuring him of her love. But time passed, the world moved on. Soon the calls stopped and the visits ended. Tund later heard she was seeing another man, a rich businessman who promised her a better life. The news broke him. He spent nights crying in silence, thinking of all the sacrifices he made for her. Only Mama Tund kept visiting, bringing food and hope. "My son," she would say softly, "forgive her. Not everyone is strong enough to love through pain." Years later, when Tund finally regained his freedom, he came home a changed man, humble, quiet, and determined to rebuild. He joined a local youth group, warning others about the mistakes that landed him behind bars. One evening, while walking home, he saw a crowd gathered near the main road. A terrible accident had just happened. Out of curiosity, he went closer and froze. Lying lifeless on the ground was Ada. He stood there in shock as people whispered how she had been returning from a night out with her rich boyfriend before the accident claimed her life. Tund's eyes filled with tears, not of anger but of sadness. "She made her choice," he whispered. "Maybe life just caught up with her too soon." That night, Tund prayed for her soul. He realized that pain doesn't always need revenge. Sometimes life itself settles scores. And from that moment, he vowed to live differently, not for those who left him behind, but for those still watching and learning from his story.